Hey everybody, this is Threshold Training's workout day for Thursday, July 23rd. So, we're following the theme of the week. We're looking for steady work within these workouts. You should feel like you are leaving your workout primed, ready to go, and enough energy left in the tank for the rest of the day. Shouldn't feel like we are sapped of energy and we're laying on the floor and can't do anything, feel like we can't do anything else, and by the time 2 o'clock rolls around, we're taking a nap, okay? So, a couple of different variations between at home and in person for the workout today. If you are in person, we are doing 3 sets of 3 of a pausing push-jerk progression. You're gonna pause 2 seconds in the catch position. This is essentially to emphasize stability overhead, because your upper extremity and your lower extremity will be doing 2 different things during the push jerk. So we want to make sure that those are happening simultaneously. Then we will do 3 more sets of 3 push jerk. We'll take the pause out, okay, and we'll keep the weight the same across all 3 sets. So in summary, you will progress the weight for 3 sets of 3, then you will keep the weight the same during the last set and do 3 more sets of 3 at that last weight you achieved, just without the pause. So this is what it'll look like. For my first 3 sets of 3, each rep will start on the shoulder and will finish up overhead. Okay. Now, for the pause, my pause is going to be in that catch position here before I stand. So I want to ensure that I'm in a nice balanced position before I finish the repetition by locking out my knees. Then I can safely lower the bar. When I get to my 3 sets of 3 at the last weight that I achieved in my progression, then I can take the pause out and make it a bit more of a fluid motion. Okay? Another thing we should pay attention to as we're doing our push jerk, we want a nice vertical torso to prevent any leaning forward or backwards, which will disrupt the bar path. So I'm thinking about sitting down between my heels and my hips, so then I can pop straight up and then land the same way. When you land, it doesn't necessarily have to be super low. We just need a quick rebend of the knees. If you are at home, we are doing a half kneeling strict press with a dumbbell or kettlebell or something you can hold in one arm. You're going to do 5 reps, okay, at a slower down, faster up tempo. So you have a little bit of a balance component in that half kneeling position. You'll do 5 per arm, rest 30 seconds. Then, with the same implement that you have, if possible, we're going to do 3 per arm of a dumbbell split snatch. So, like the push jerk, not from a movement standpoint, but like the push jerk, your coordination will be challenged. So, my split snatch will look like this. And I'm going to do it on both sides. I'm going to do my split snatch with the opposite leg that I'm holding the weight. So, if I'm holding the weight with my right hand, left leg is going to go forward. I'm holding the weight with my right hand. Sorry, if I'm holding my weight with my right hand, left leg goes forward. If I'm holding the weight with my left hand, right foot goes forward. So it'll look like this. Start here, exactly how I would start dumbbell snatch. Land there. Stand tall, lower down. I'll do all 3 on one side, all 3 on the other. So, all the same mechanics apply. I'm going to wait to bend my elbow until the weight hits my hips. And then I'm going to split, make sure I'm balanced. Okay, I'm coming underneath that kettlebell by splitting my legs. I'm going to recover and lower back down. So don't recover or come back to the next rep until you found that stability overhead. You'll take a 60-second rest. You're going to go through 5 sets of the kneeling 1-arm dumbbell strict press, 30-second rest. The split snatch, 60-second rest. From here, we will both at home and in person meet at the 16-minute AMRAP. Each round is composed of the following. You are doing 6 one-arm kettlebell hang squat cleans, 12 total unweighted lunges, you can be forward or backwards, 40-meter one-arm front rack carry. If you don't have the ability to walk, you can march in place or over an object 80 times, switching arms whenever necessary. 12 2-count flutter kicks, and you're gonna hold a weight with one arm over your chest, and then 6 box walk-ups into a strict handstand push-up. So lots of movements to go over, but this is gonna be fun, lots of variety here. It should allow us to go from movement to movement without spending a lot of time in transition, because there's a lot of different body parts. Working should feel like we're moving through steady, and no one movement is really holding us up. Okay, so we should get a nice aerobic response, nothing too red line-like. So, kettlebell hang squat clean or dumbbell hang squat clean, you don't have to alternate arms. You can keep the same arm for 3 reps and switch, or if you want to do all 6 on one arm, and then the next round you do all 6 on the other arm, fine. Okay, especially if you're using a kettlebell, make sure that you're pulling early. So what I mean by that is you're not waiting like a swing to get way out here and then bringing it to your front rack. You're bringing it to your front rack immediately after you straighten your or pop your hips. It looks like this. Okay, for a dumbbell, it'll be very similar. Okay, but immediately after I straighten, I'm pulling really quickly. Then we'll do 12 total unweighted lunges. As we're lunging, we're keeping an upright torso, so that is to say we're not leaning forward or our heel isn't coming up off the ground. My front rack carry, I'm gonna hold that kettlebell right by my collarbone. You notice it fits nicely within my, between the front of my shoulder and my forearm, so it's not out here or up there. Okay, it's low, my elbow stays low. It's almost like, you think of it as 2 sides of a triangle. Okay, like that. I will walk my 40 meters. In person, what we'll do, if weather permits, we will walk 10 meters out, 10 meters back, and we'll do that twice. You can switch arms halfway. If weather isn't great, we are going to march over an object 80 times. You can switch whenever you need to. Our flutter kicks, remember it's 2 count. So 12 2-count flutter kicks really means you're doing 24 singles. So I'll be in a hollow rock position, kettlebells pressed out, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. I can switch arms, or I can switch arms the following round. And last but not least, we are doing our box walk-ups. So you'll find a box, bench, or chair that is stable. You put your feet on that box, starting in plank position. You'll walk your hands into a pike position. You'll do your strict handstand push-up, and then you'll walk right back up. Okay. So when you walk up, you're gonna walk as far as you're able to. Then when you go for your handstand push-up, you are moving your head away from the box to create a tripod position, 3 points of contact between your hands and your head. Then you will press your head back through the window of your shoulders. If this is too difficult or challenging for you, you could also do a push-up at the start until your nose touches the ground. Then you can walk up to a handstand, come back out, push up, etc., etc. And you could lower the box or raise the box, or you could do it on plates as well. You can also do a push-up to a down dog or a walk-in to your feet, and then you can walk back out and do the same thing. If you have a dumbbell at home, or kettlebell rather, what you could do is a floor press, like so. Floor press, and then you can do a sit-up to overhead, come back down, floor press, sit up to overhead. So slightly different, but it still allows that same type of coordination and shoulder strength and stability. Okay? So that is the workout for today. Have an awesome Thursday. Have a great workout.